Welcome to Write to Read Virtual Classroom. Okay, children, what can you see in the screen? Yes, it's time to listen to a story, right? Okay, we are moving to a nice story. It is in grade 7, unit 9. We'll see in the next slide also you can see something interesting one. Yes, do you like to listen to a story? Okay, we are moving to the story. We'll see what it is about. This story is adapted from Chinese fables, right? Okay, it's about an greatest artist. Now we are moving to the lesson. Okay, today we are going to read about a nice story. Okay, do you like to listen to it? We'll see, right? See. It's about a greatest artist. What do you mean by greatest artist? Is this person a special one or somewhat? What can you feel about this? Saying the word greatest, that means he may be a he may be done several big portrayal and all. Because of that, he becomes greatest. We'll see what it is about, right? Okay, now. See, children, the greatest artist. Once upon a time, in ancient China, there lived a very talented artist. Right. Okay, we'll move on to the first unfamiliar word. What is this word talented? We'll see it from the dictionary and see. Yes, talented means endowed with talent or talents, a gifted writer. Maybe a writer, maybe a poet who is having a lot of talents or skills, right? Everybody admired and praised his paintings. Even from the picture you can see he's best at paintings, right? Little by little the artist became very proud of his skill, right? So what is he? Is he a very innocent person? No, he is not an innocent person. Day by day he is becoming somewhat proud, right? Okay, he began to think that he was the best artist in the whole world. Okay, shall I give you some example? There are people in our society also. Some people they can sing well. Some people they can dance. Some people they can do music. Actually, they can play musical instruments. If you have that sort of a talent, are you becoming proud or being honest, or what is your answer? There are some people they have some sort of characteristic traits, right? Some may be proud, some may be innocent. It depends, no? We'll see what will happen to this person, okay? So you have to be careful, and I will explain you, right? I have learned everything about paintings. Now this person is thinking he's having so many talent regarding paintings, right? So, can anybody be talented person for the whole paintings? Do you know painting means it's a very vast area, right? So, there's nothing anybody can teach me. He often boasted. What do you mean by boasted? We'll see it from English dictionary. Yes, boasted means showing off, right? So he was boasting he's very talented in he was good in paintings. Because of that he's boasting also. Okay, we'll see what will happen, right? Okay, one day the emperor wanted to get his portrait painted. What do you mean by portrait? We will look at it and see what it is from the English dictionary. A word picture of a person, appearance and character. So picture of a person, you can have your own portrait by a painting. So like that way this emperor wants his portrait to be painted. So he ordered all the artists in the country to bring their finest paintings to the palace. What do you mean by palace? Palace means place where the king is living, right? It's a big mansion, that is palace. The artist was very happy. He was sure that he would be chosen to draw the emperor's picture. So I told you from the very beginning, this person is thinking he's the only painter in the world. He was always boasting about himself also. So now the emperor wants his portrait to be painted. Because of that, he's asking all the good artists in the world to come to the palace and see who will be chosen there. Right? We'll see. Okay. Now, what has happened? Right. At the palace, the artist was asked to meet the emperor's chief minister. So now, is the king is the emperor is meeting this person? No, the emperor was asked. Emperor's chief minister is the person that painter has to be meet. Right. So I have heard about your paintings. They are famous. The minister said. But I think you have a lot to learn. Now this chief minister is telling, I have heard that you are a good painter, but you have a lot of things to learn, right? So the minister asked him to go to the uh, Lee River and meet the greatest artist in the whole world. She has painted many fine pictures. Learn something from her. So now what is this chief minister is telling? The chief minister is telling this. The minister asked him to go to the Lee River, which what is the name of the river? Lee, right? And meet the greatest artist in the whole world. So chief minister is advising this person, this artist, to meet the greatest artist in the whole world. She has painted many fine pictures. Learn something from her. That is the advice given by this chief minister. Okay, we'll see. Then what will happen? The artist was disappointed and angry. What do you mean by disappointed? Shall we look at it from English dictionary? Disappoint means uh, failed to meet the hopes or expectations of her boyfriend, let her down when right. So if you, for example, if you want for example, I will explain it to you with a small one. If you want an ice cream, if your mother is telling today no ice cream because today you are having cold, are you happy or are you disappointed? You feel disappointed. Like that way, now this artist, he thought that he's the world famous one. He doesn't have any thing to anything to get learn from anybody. Because of that, now this chief minister is telling him to learn from somebody else. He was so disappointed, right? Okay. Right. So why haven't I heard anything about such an artist? Even I don't know this. There is a big artist in the Lee River. He doesn't know about this also. He wondered. But he was also curious about the other artist. He traveled to the banks of the Lee River and asked the villagers about the famous artist. They smiled and pointed at the river. So now this person is going to meet who? He's going to meet the greatest artist who will be there in Lee River. So he's asking from others, who is this famous artist, right? Okay. The artist hired a boat and started his voyage. What do you mean by voyage? We'll see. What do you mean by voyage? Yes. Shall we look at it from picture dictionary? Yes. You can see voyage means the the journey you go in the water, right? That is voyage. See, even you can see from the uh, textbook also, the person is going in the in a river, right? Some sort of a water. Yes, that is voyage. When you want to go in a when you are traveling in water, that is voyage, right? As the boat moved, the artist was amazed by the natural beauty of the surroundings. Okay, what do you mean by natural beauty and what do you mean by artificial beauty? Natural beauty means, you know, you have trees, mountains, seas, and all, is somebody make it for you? No, it's natural, right? Without any artificiality, it's natural. So this is he was amazed, he was being wonderful by what sort of a natural beauty is there in the surroundings when he was visiting this great artist in the Lee River, right? The leaves of the trees glittered green and gold. See how this famous stories revealing the natural scenic beauty. Leaves of the trees glittered. See, it's glittering, it's shiny, green and gold. Green in the sense that is greenery. Lot of trees are there. It's very nice place. Beautiful mountains were reflected in the clear water. You can see beautiful mountains, right? White clouds covered the mountain tops. I have never seen anything as beautiful as this. Now, this painter is almost amazed with the natural scenic beauty. The artist thought, have I ever painted such a beautiful picture? Now he's wondering, did I painted this sort of natural scenic beauty in a picture? He's thinking, no, he hasn't. He asked himself. He felt ashamed of thinking that he knew everything about art. So, at the end, what he thought? Actually, I know very small things regarding this art, not the whole thing. He was when at the beginning he was thinking he's the only person who knows about art, but at the end he's thinking, I knew nothing about art, right? He realized that he finally met the greatest artist of all. Whom? That is Mother Nature. See, Mother Nature means our whole environment. Land, water, and air both are coming together. When you call about Mother Nature, yes. So that so it is a it is it a isn't it a nice story? Yes, it is. It's a nice story, right? So it was adapted from a Chinese fable. Right. Okay. Now I'm moving to the questions. See, in activity 7, read the story and select the correct answers. Right? The story is from Japan, China, India. So I have told you now also it was adapted from Chinese fable. So this story belongs to China. Okay. The artist was very good at painting, lazy, not very good at painting. So when you compare the artist, he's very good at painting, right? Yes, he's very good at painting, but yes, he's good at painting. Uh, he's not a lazy person, right? Because if he's a lazy person, he won't go to where? He won't go to what do you call this Lee River and see the natural scenic beauty, right? Okay, the artist became about his work. So, what can you say about the artist? It was there mentioned in the text also. The artist is somewhat proud, right? Unhappy, careless. What do you mean by careless? Shall we look at it from English dictionary? Yes, careless means marked by lack of attention or consideration or forethought or thoughtness, not careful, careless about her clothes, forgotten by some careless person. A careless, that means he's not uh, consciously looking at about the deed, right? That is carelessness, right? So, yes. Now, the next question is the wanted to get his portrait painted. Who wants to get his portrait painted? Yes, the answer is the emperor wanted to get his portrait painted, right? Number 5, the chief minister told the artist to draw the emperor's picture, to learn from the greatest artist, to go back home. What is the answer? Can you guess? Yes, it's very easy, right? The chief minister told the artist to learn from the greatest artist, right? Okay, number 6. The scenery around the Lee River was what? Not as beautiful as the artist's paintings, more beautiful than his paintings, not nice. What can you say about the scenery around the Lee River? More beautiful than his paintings, right? Okay. Yes, number seven, the last one. According to the story, the greatest artist of all is the artist in this story, the chief minister, Mother Nature. Yes, according to the final message given in the story, who is the greatest artist? Yes, Mother Nature is the greatest artist. Okay, children, today we were discussing about a nice story regarding what? It is about? This story is about what? This story is about? Yes, the greatest artist, right? So, is it interesting? Yes. For homework, what you have to do is, I think I tell you a nice story with a good message as well. So, what you have to do is, for homework, you have to draw a picture. In this picture, you have to have your own imagination, and if you understood this story in a good manner, you can draw a nice picture which is there in your head. That is for your homework. Okay, children, before ending up this session, I would like to tell you something that is regarding this Read to Me app. Actually, children, in your smartphones, you have this Read to Me app in Google Store. You can download this app. This app, when you consider about this app, it's very beneficial one for you children, especially for the children in grade 3 to 8. You have um, student edition as well, so there you have a homework also. It's very useful for you. Rather than that, in this Read to Me app, you have lot of options like picture dictionaries, English dictionaries, and translating words. So make it a point to take the maximum use of this Read to Me app. Okay, children, thank you for listening and have a nice day. Thank you.